Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, I think. I'm gonna make my unicorn juice and I'm gonna push play, but I wanted to chat with you about a couple things since we're focusing on nutrition this week. Side note, this is unicorn juice. Hi, Shan. It's an all-natural pre-workout. I've tried other stuff in the past. To be honest, I was never a pre-workout person, but everybody was telling me I needed to try this other thing, which I shall not say what it is. I tried it and it gave me heart palpitations. I thought I was gonna die. This doesn't do that. I tend to sip it through my whole workout, but if I really need a bump in energy, I will just chug it or throw some straight in my mouth. Hardcore, but it works. Anyways, I love it. So, side note, let's talk about nutrition. I'm chatting with one of you right now about going to the chiropractor a lot. Like your body is hurting, you have a lot of weight to lose. This was me, okay? Good morning. I used to go to the chiropractor all the time. Like I've herniated a disc in my neck. I've had whiplash a couple times. Like I hold all my tension in my neck. And I was always at the chiropractor and I was just like, this doesn't make sense to me. Like what can I do? What can I do to like change things? And his reply was, just keep coming, of course. But I started to do some research once I started my fitness journey, and I was really committed to my workouts. I was working out in the park with other moms. I was actually a stroller strides instructor. I was doing all that stuff, but I wasn't seeing the results, partially because I didn't understand nutrition, which is why it's so freaking rad that we have those nutrition programs that you can follow here to simplify everything, okay? But I figured out, #common sense, right, that I was having an inflammation response in my body from the foods I was eating. And so that's what I want to chat with you about really quickly, because if you're doing Portion Fix, if you're following the To Be mindset, that's awesome, that's amazing. If you're doing something else that works for you, that's totally cool. You do you, boo-boo. But if your body is aching and you think you're eating pretty clean or you're on track, or maybe you're just starting from ground zero and you're like, everything hurts, I don't know where to begin. You guys, I really believe in the Eat Right for Your Blood Type diet to kind of use it as a guide, because it makes sense, right? Like all of us have come from different places, like ancestry-wise, and it makes sense that our bodies can assimilate certain foods and other foods don't work for us. That makes sense, right? Based on our genetic makeup, no matter how many years it's freaking been. So my challenge to you is to do a quick Google search today. Number one, if you know your blood type, well, you need to know your blood type, okay? So if you don't know it, call your doctor, your OB. If you've ever had a baby, it's on record. I'm an O negative, and so when I first started, I just Googled, okay? Or DuckDuckGo, whatever search engine you use. Eat right for your blood type, and then whatever your blood type is. So if you're an O, and then it'll tell you so much information. You don't need to know all the information, okay? What I want you to do is to Google it and find the food lists of the avoid foods, because it'll tell you these foods are beneficial for your blood type. These foods are kind of neutral, like sometimes they're fine, some people are more sensitive. And then the third group are the foods you should avoid. And the cool thing about the Portion Fix system is it tells you, like you have all these different lists for every single container, color container. It'll tell you the foods at the top of the list are going to be the most beneficial to you, all right? And then the foods at the bottom are going to be the least beneficial. So for example, carbs are not the devil. Carbs are super important. We need carbs. Our muscles need carbs. Our brain need carbs. Like carbs are not to be, I think, avoided. I love carbs. But a sweet potato is going to react in your body in an entirely different way than corn tortillas or white bread, #duh, right? But sometimes we don't think about those things. Sometimes we're so focused on the number or the weight loss or the muscle gain that we aren't thinking about how it's actually impacting our body, like the inflammation it's making. And so for me, as an O blood type, I realized that wheat, now I'm not gluten sensitive for the most part, but wheat, I can't do wheat. It makes my neck ache. It makes my body inflamed. It makes me crazy freaking bloated. It messes up my digestion. Like it's wheat. Who would have ever thought that, right? I'm eating a whole grain bread. It's all like healthy with my avocado toast. But you guys, it was really like mind-blowing once I took the time to research that. So just as an experiment, I'm challenging you to do that. Google it. Eat right for your blood type, whatever your blood type is, and then avoid foods. Like that's what I would Google. And for a long time, I had printed it out and I put it on the inside of my cupboard and I would just look at it, because there's foods that I love that sometimes my body doesn't like, that I have an inflammatory response, things you wouldn't think, like avocados or pineapple, like just random stuff. So it's one more thing, not to overwhelm you, but it's one more thing to potentially explore if you are on point with your nutrition, or you are in like a really achy, because if your body hurts, it's so hard to do this, right? So it's just another piece of the building block. It's just another thing to check out, and it's freaking free. You can Google it, or you can go to your local library and check it out. The book is called Eat Right for Your Blood Type by Dr. I don't know, he's got a lot of D's and A's in his last name. Diamo or something? I don't know. So that's my thought for you. I have in here, I went ahead and I screenshot a whole bunch of the pictures of the ultimate portion fix, like how to figure out your calorie bracket. Because again, it's just about figuring this out. It's not about being an expert, okay? It's not about all or nothing. It's just about you figuring this stuff out as you go and then realigning, okay? It's a journey. It's not a diet. It's not a crash thing, okay? This is just you taking ownership of your journey one day at a time and doing the freaking work. So if you need help finding that, where the, how to calculate your calorie bracket and how many containers that means, let me know and I'll tag you in the post, but I'm just gonna keep sharing about it this week and just taking you on the journey. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been using the containers, well, when they first came, they sat in the plastic wrap for quite a while because I was like, this is intimidating. Like, I don't even know where to begin. So Truth Tack, I didn't even use them for a while until I did. And then I actually saw some results when I used them. And I've been sloppy with the tracking. And so I'm tracking. I'm gonna show you my super high-tech tracking. Okay, are you excited? You should be. So there's apps, some of you are fancy that way. I'm a pen to paper kind of girl. It just works better for me. What's happening? The angels are behind me or something. Okay, this is what works for me. Do you see? It's magical, okay? Every color corresponds with my freaking containers. Am I using the containers? No, not really. I know that, I mean, I'll use my red, like I figure out like how much a proper protein is. But if you look at the guide, and even if you don't have the guide in front of you, you can go into your Beachbody On Demand, you can pull it up, screenshot it, save it to your phone, whatever. But it'll tell you like 2 eggs is a protein. That one serving of Shakeology is a protein, okay? You'll start to figure this out. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just relax, okay? So anyways, this is how I track it. I'm supposed to have 4 reds, 4 greens, which is vegetables. Fruits, I get 2 of those for my calorie bracket. This is just where I'm at on my journey, okay? And then yellows is healthy carbs, right? Because carbs aren't built the same, so you're not gonna treat white bread the same as a sweet potato, okay? This is healthy fats, which I'm really honestly very fast and loose with this because I don't think that I'm gonna gain 20 pounds from avocados. Like, I'm not taking a bath, and probably you aren't either, so I'm okay with that. As long as it's a healthy fat and not like my nacho cheese sauce like last night that I still counted. This is my seeds and nuts container. This is also for your salad dressings, but you guys, come on now. Okay, I'm not here to lose my mind. I don't want you to lose your mind. I want this to be something that's easy for you to start doing and stick with. So like, I don't count my salad dressing because again, like my avocado, I don't take a bath in it. And if ranch dressing gets more vegetables down, I'm in. I'm all about that life, okay? So again, I'm okay with it. And I'm encouraging you to be okay with it too. This thing over here, this is oils and nut butters and stuff. Again, it's my peanut butter spoon. Let's be honest. I don't count my oils because again, I'm not taking a bath in it. So if you're starting from ground zero and you have been taking baths and salad dressings and oils, well, your skin must be very conditioned. And now it's time to stop doing that, okay? Seriously. Anyway, that's unsanitary. Gross. Don't do that. I'm not telling you to take a bath in your dressing or oil. Save it for Friday night. Okay, so anyways, this is just how I track it, and then I just hashtag mark it off as I go. And so my nutrition is always my freaking opportunity. I don't know why, it just is. So I decided that in April, I started on Monday, which we're not even in April yet. We're getting a head start. I'm taking pictures of everything that goes in my pie hole, and I'm sharing it in here in the Facebook group, just as my own accountability, and also to show you that like you can eat all kinds of things. I have carbs, I had French fries, like it's okay. I had wine last night. and I'm still here. It's just part of the journey. This is not about a crash diet. It's not about how quickly you can lose the weight, because that's not sustainable and that's not a healthy mindset. And what we're here to do is to cultivate a mindset around food that serves you, right? You want to have the Cadbury mini eggs. You should be able to have the French fries, like have the wine or the whiskey or all the things. Just know that they're not always, they're sometimes foods. They're not foods you're going to have every single day. And this is about finding a program that works for you in the long term, right? Right. That's what it's about. Creating food freedom. Okay. So these are just training wheels. These aren't something weird you're going to have in your pocket, take out everywhere you go. Honestly, I really only use this sometimes. And I always use my yellow container, which is in the dishwasher, because I use it. And I have been using this and my blue, but you know, it's all right. So if you don't have these, don't be like, well, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. Okay. You can pull up the thing. I've shared, I will screenshot the pictures for those of you that don't have Beachbody On Demand, and I'll put them in that other post that I have going right now. So you can take a peek at it and you can see, okay, it says that this many tortillas is a serving, and this is how I'm gonna count it. It doesn't have to be exact, it just needs to be yours, right? Right, so I'm gonna finish up the program I'm doing, which is 9-week Control Freak, which I freaking absolutely love. Totally had a temper tantrum about the fact that I needed extra equipment. Yes, your coach Sarah wasn't happy. But you guys, that control track that I had to drill into my wall because I don't have a door that works, it's amazing. It's changed my life. This program has really been very fun up until this last third phase. And I think it's just less fun because it's really hard. Like, and I'm trying to get, it's new moves, right? She's challenging us in a new way, but I am seeing results even though my nutrition wasn't 100%, and I really freaking like it. So finishing this program up, Sarah went on a tangent. Finishing this program up, and then in 2 more weeks, I'm starting 30-day breakaway, which if you have Beachbody On Demand, that is now unlocked. Everybody can do that. You guys, that is an amazing freaking program. I didn't like Adalis. Didn't like her, was really not looking forward to doing her program, but I absolutely fell in love. And I'm not a runner. I am a runner now after doing her program. I have never felt so personally spoken to by a trainer. Like, it's awesome. It's really awesome. And you do, I'm getting all distracted now. I'm thinking about Adalis. Anyways, there's weightlifting that is, I mean, I've done a lot of Beachbody programs. I've been around a while. I've seen some stuff, but she challenges me in a way that I'm not used to, and it's really freaking good. It's called 30-Day Breakaway, and it just released to Beachbody On Demand to the regular library. Right now, that challenge pack is on sale, and so that's what I've been telling everyone to get to order, even if you don't want to do the running program, because it comes with a set of loops. You get a fanny pack too, if you're about that life. But the loops are awesome to have, even if you don't want to do the running program, because so many of the other Beachbody programs will utilize those, and it's just extra tools to have. But I really freaking love it. And then when I was like, grinding my teeth about having to go out on a run, I was like, this is going to be heinous and hideous. She tells you exactly what you need to hear. Like, even if you're already a runner, you should try that program, because she's the cueing, the like, make sure that your knees are hitting like this and make sure that your foot, like, just, she simplified it. And right, every single time that it was hard, she would acknowledge it. It was so weird, you guys. I don't know if it's some kind of weird AI stuff or what, but like, she knew exactly what I was going through, and it was personal freaking development. So I'm actually gonna do this with my teenager, because she needs that. And so we're gonna run and we're gonna listen to her, and she like just builds you up. Like, she builds you up the entire time. And that's what a workout program should do. It should inspire you and make you feel really proud of where you're at. And you don't have to run it. Like, if you're postpartum, push your kid in a stroller, walk it out. You could do it on a bike if your knees are like, troublesome. Yeah, so there's so many different ways you can make that program work, but mostly I just really love listening to her. So I was gonna try and come up with some hybrid, be an overachiever when I'm done with 9-week Control Freak. And I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do 30-Day Breakaway again. So if any of you wanna start that program with me, I start 2 Mondays from now, so a week and a half. And you're welcome to do it. You don't have to wait for me. Start now. You guys, just try different things and see what super trainers resonate with you, because some of you aren't gonna love Autumn, and some of you aren't going to. You're gonna wanna deflate her boobs. You're just gonna wanna throw darts at the screen. That's totally cool. Maybe you do something with Joel. I mean, there's just so many different options. It's not marriage or a tattoo, okay? You can try different things, doesn't mean you failed. And a couple of you are stopping some things. And the other day I was like, why Why do you keep redoing that same program? If it's not speaking to you, it doesn't mean you failed, okay? It doesn't mean the program won. That's not what this is. You can put it back on the proverbial shelf and be like, I'm going to start a new program, start fresh. Just let it go, okay? I've done that with other programs. I did it with barre. A couple of you keep asking me about barre. I have taken barre classes in real life and I loved it, and I freaking hated our barre program. It didn't feel good on my body. It just didn't. Like, I couldn't do it. I didn't like it. So I stopped. I didn't force myself to finish it. It's not about like grinding your teeth through this. This is your journey. This is your life. Like, it should be something that, yes, it will challenge you. And yes, there will be hard days and days you don't freaking want to, because hello, that's being human. But it's really about you just being along for the ride and showing up every single day and not hating it. So if you hate it, then we need to have a conversation and find something else. There's a ton of options, tons of options. So you do you. Maybe barre is exactly what you need. Maybe you need more Joel in your life. I don't care. This group isn't a one size fits all. It's a you do you. I'll do me. And yeah, so this week we're focusing on nutrition. I'll keep sharing my ultimate portion fix, my meals, what they look like. Maybe it'll inspire you. Maybe it will help you get out of that like overwhelm. Like, how do I categorize this? Stop overthinking it. Like, it's just, you know, if you have a couple pieces of lettuce, and I'm not like scraps of lettuce, like hamster size, but like, you know, lettuce bows, cool. We're gonna call it a green. If you have your Shakeology, cool. You just had a red, like you had 2 eggs, cool. It's a red, like it's all right. Okay, it's all right. You can do it. Okay, I'm gonna do my workout now. And we'll just go from there. But if any of you need any help, let me know. If you have a quarterly Beachbody on-demand subscription, you can keep that. You can keep doing stuff. That's fine. You'll have access to the 30-day breakaway. I recommend that you upgrade and get a year. It's cheaper. Mine is renewing here next week. And so I always get a challenge pack because you get more bang for your buck. I get more tools. So instead of spending $99, I'll spend $160, and I'll get either a new order of my pre and post workout, my unicorn juice, or I'll get another bag of Shakeology. And depending on what program you choose, what pack you choose, you'll get like bonus stuff. So for me, I'll probably get another 30-day breakaway challenge pack because I want another set of the loops. Mine have gotten stretched out. I might do barre because I need more affirmation cards. I don't know. There's lots of options. So if you need help figuring that out, let me know. I know 2 of our coaches still have that best fit friend code. It's $40 off a challenge pack. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll connect you with them. Otherwise, show up today, okay? So that's your assignment for today. If you're having a lot of inflammation in your body and you're thinking that maybe your nutrition is pretty on point, Google that. Eat right for your blood type with whatever your blood type is. And if you don't know, call your doctor. They should have that on file. And then just kind of, it doesn't mean you throw everything out in your pantry. It just means that as you start to eat things that are maybe not on that list, you pay attention. Like, I had wheat, I had pasta, I had bread. Am I bloated? Is my digestion messed up? Is my neck achy? Is my sleep terrible? Like, it's just starting to be aware of those things. It's not about burning it all to the ground and starting from ground zero, right? It's just about becoming more aware and giving our bodies the tools it needs to do what it needs to do. Truth, right? All right, I'm gonna go do this thing. You do your thing, move your body, drink your freaking water. Yeah, Tally's all about the fanny pack life. What you gonna put in there? 30-day breakaway is the running one, and she combines it with lifting. And so there's also workouts that are specifically designed for the treadmill if you are somewhere where you can't be running outside. But like I said, who says you have to run? You can walk it, okay? Or you could freaking bike it on your Peloton or whatever. Like, there's so many great options. And the cool thing about it is she tells you, it's not just like run, go. She'll tell you what your exertion level should be, which is such a personal thing, because what's a 2 to me might be a 10 to you, you know? So that's cool. It's all about your level, your race, you showing up and owning your journey. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, own today, my friends. It's an amazing day to have an amazing day.